Answer me. Do we even care? Because this episode, uh, it was a complete disaster. I I don't know what to say about this because I completely lost the little bit of hope from this anime, from Dragon Ball Heroes anime, because this episode was so bad that it was so hard to watch. But I did watch it because it's Dragon Ball, and whatnot. But this episode was so boring and it tears me up because I thought that this fan service anime might get good, but instead of getting better, it gets worse. So let's start the review and talk about this episode. I generally don't want to talk about it, but I feel like that I have to share my uh, internal feelings to you of what I thought about this episode because it was so boring, it was so bad, the animation was. So let's start the review. Dragon Ball Heroes was first announced, I was like, okay, it's gonna be completely filled with fan service, alright. And so I was a little bit excited to see fan service. And fan service is not bad all the time. So yeah, I was excited to see fan. At first they build up the hype of Goku versus Goku Super Saiyan Blue versus Super Saiyan 4. The fight didn't meet our expectations. It was so bad, the animation was poor, the time the fighting was about what? About a minute or so, and that's how bad it was. Then they hype Vegito Blue going Kaioken, and it was a disaster as well. The animation was bad, what should I say? The fight was just like Vegito combined diffuses, no actual hype whatsoever. They go in, attack, final Kamehameha and then diffuse. What the hell? And then they make up the hype of Ozaru, which was also a disaster. And in the latest episode, they made up a hype of Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. So the hype was completely fucked up. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, Zeno, Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta came out of nowhere, put the earrings, fuse, and that's all. No actual epicness, no actual background music. They just combine and become Vegito. That's all. And people criticize Vegito Blue versus Zamasu fight because it was way too short, but you can't deny it. The fight was epic. The animation was on point. The hype was on point. Even though the fight was short and it pissed a lot of people including me, but you can't deny that the fight was incredible, not incredible. It was fucking incredible, and it proves that it doesn't mean you can't create a great fight in a short amount of time. And in this episode, Vegito Super Saiyan 4 go up against Cumber, fires a Kamehameha, which looks completely lame. I mean, guys, we can create so many things with this Vegito Super Saiyan 4, like some new combines attack, like final shine attack and combined with Kamehameha, something like that, or Big Bang Kamehameha or final Kamehameha or something like that. But they go with a simple regular Kamehameha, which afterwards, after using the Kamehameha, they defuse it, and that's all. That was all there. In Zamasu versus Vegito fight, when the Vegito appeared in the battlefield, it was epic. The animation was epic. The background music was so fucking hype, it gives me chills. And when Vegito showcases power by disintegrating Zamasu's attack was also hyped up. Dragon Ball Heroes completely lost its hype. There is nothing to hype about. I was a little bit, you can say, excited to see Vegito 4. There was no actual hype. Why? It doesn't make me care about Vegito 4. It doesn't make me care about Cumber. It doesn't make me care about Vegito Kaioken, Vegito Blue Kaioken. So yeah, that's how it is. And the it doesn't mean to have a good story, because after all Dragon Ball is mostly about fighting. Tournament of Power was all about fighting. So if you can't tell a story, at least give us a good fight. But the fights are completely lame, and yeah, that's how it is. It's not actually a review, it's just a criticism about this episode. And yeah, the episode ends with a few showing up because the fight with Vegito Blue, Vegito Super Saiyan 4 and Cumber almost break the chains and whatnot. And yeah, the problem with this series is that they are providing a fan service but not in a right way. We have Golden Cooler, which is a great idea that is a fan service, you can say. But from the very first appearance of Golden Cooler, he's just standing chilling like this. What the hell? So yeah, that's a major issue. And we haven't seen King Cole yet, neither Ozoto, and there aren't many things to see. If you want to give us a fan service, do it in the right way. Trunks is also one of the spectators only watching the fight, and what actually happened is Goku and Vegeta fight Cumber, they fuse, they fight Cumber, they refuse, then again Goku fight Cumber, then he gets his SV down, then Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku come fight, then fuse, then diffuse, and that's all. That's what all going on. Nothing actually exciting, and it was all along boring. And towards the end, we see Goku moving his hand, which is a sign of Ultra Instinct, and as you know, in that next episode, Goku is going up against Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is actually hyped, but I am not hyped about it because I know what actually happened. Goku will transform into Ultra Instinct, throw some punches to Cumber, then again lost his transformation, and that's how things go right now. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in the series. I was expecting to be something more like make me entertained, more entertaining. But this is the worst among all. Uh, but please don't compare it to Super or GT. It's not even come close to GT. I mean, GT has its problem, it has bad, but it has some epic moment, it has some hyped moment, like the Super Saiyan 4 transformation or Vegeta transformation. It has some hype moments, but Heroes, it has no future whatsoever. And next episode, I guess episode 6, is gonna air late December, so yeah, couple of months later after movie airs. And when movie drops, the Heroes anime will be completely doomed because people will lose interest in Heroes after watching the greatest, which is very most of a Broly movie. So yeah, that's my review or criticism or whatever you wanna say about series, about episode 5. So if you like this video, don't forget to find the subscribe button. And yeah, before I go, I want to say something that stay tuned for Monday. I guess today is Monday as well. On next Monday, I will be uploading a theory or a speculation about Dragon Ball Super Broly. So look forward to that, and I'll talk to you guys later. Until then, peace out.